So today I'm going to be going over my mastery setup for Abyss, as well as kickstarting the more continuous version of my Abyss guides. I previously set a Abyss Path 3 guide right after I did it, and I hope you watched it. But regardless, I have not set out guides for the other paths, and this is going to be the start of every day at 8 a.m. Pacific time. I will be releasing a new path in numbered order with exception of 3, as I've already done one. And I hope these will really help you in your exploration of the Abyss. It's important to note that I haven't done path 2, 4, and 5 yet, and although I haven't, having done a lot of research through infographics and watching lots of YouTube streams, I have a very good grasp of how the fights will go, and therefore can craft a team encounters around it. Path 5 is going to be last because obviously it's number 5, but also because I'm going to be doing that one next. So that one will actually not be as theoretical, although I do assume they'll still be very, very useful. It will be done after I actually do the path. But that being said, I think the easiest path order is path 1, path 3, path 5, path 2, and then path 4 in that order of difficulty. But regardless, here is my mastery setup that I suggest. So, to start, you have 1 point in all the normal masteries. I'm going to ignore the gateway masteries, so to speak, because you just need them to move on. So I have 3 points in courage, and I have maxed out precision, greater precision, and greater cruelty. Or maybe they're just called precision and cruelty. I've maxed out precision and cruelty. I have 2 points in pierce, which is this mastery right here, but I mean, that's just because I have extra points and it's a decent one to add, but that one's not necessary. I have 4 points here for extended fury for Aegon, and that will help make it easier and make you do a little bit more damage. I have 3 in glass cannon, and I have 3 in despair, 5 in deep wounds right here, and 3 in assassin. That one's arguably necessary. Then I have the gateway masteries as well, and 4 in perfect block. No, 4 in block proficiency, that is. I don't run recovery like I normally do because none of my champions can heal. Proficiencies is the biggest change. I have 3 in parry, 3 in stupefy up here. I've maxed limber because you can get stunned in the abyss. This especially helps for the collector, but it's good anywhere. Then I have my point in dexterity, obviously, and I have 4 points in mystic dispersion. I would suggest running at least 3. Okay, let's recap here. I'm going to go over the most crucial masteries, which include maxing out courage, maxing out precision and cruelty, maxing out enhanced fury, extended fury, not enhanced fury, you don't want that. Max out extended fury, max out despair, max out deep wounds. I guess 3 to 4 points would be fine, but max that out. Max out glass cannon. Moving on to the defense tree, max out block proficiency, proficiencies, max out parry, stupefy, limber, 3 to 4 points, maybe 5 points in mystic dispersion. I like 4, just me. 1 in dexterity. The suggested masteries are the 3 in assassin right here, and dumping the rest of the points that you have in pierce. And if you still have more, you could do this. Pierce skill would work really well with Aegon, but I would suggest taking that up to, like, if you're going to do it, take it up to like 3 or 4 points, maybe 5 points, because 1 or 2 points is useless. So only do pierce skill if you have a lot of points to spare. So that's what I would suggest. A lot of people run Pacify. I run Pacify in my normal setup, but against Thing and a couple other people, the ability accuracy is just not always that helpful. Against Thing, say he has 10 rock stacks, everybody knows a 5-hit combo will push him up to 15, and that's the magic number. But guess what? Your Pacify cancels his rock stack for one of them, he's at 14, and you're screwed. So don't run Pacify for this. So just going over this guide to the Abyss as a whole, this every day at 8 a.m. once again, I'm going to be releasing a new path. And so I'm just going to go over some quick tips for the Abyss as a whole, and hopefully it'll help you out here, and then stay tuned for my future videos on the different paths specifically. So when it comes to the Abyss as a whole, these are a couple things that are important to note. If you're using Aegon, which ideally you should be, when you quit out, you keep your combo. Secondly, Aegon's medium attack, his second medium attack, is 2 hits. I don't know if you watched Prof Hoff take on Path 1, but he actually forgot that for the full stream, which was kind of funny. But anyway, his medium hit is 2 hits, so wait for that second hit before chaining into combos. I would never suggest running Suicide Masteries with the Abyss, with exception of the Collector. If you want to use those units, it might save you in the long run. I'm not really sure, but I would not run Suicide Masteries for the Abyss. I think that's a bad idea. For a couple problem fights, that can be made really, really easy by just knowing what to do. Captain Marvel, I cover a lot in my Abyss videos, and basically you just stay under 2 bars of power, use your special one into Strainer, and don't push her to 2 bars of power because you'll get hurt that way. Other problem fights include Korg. I actually suggest doing a regular Doom cycle or as close to a Doom cycle as possible, which a lot of people dissuade against, but I have experienced that if you do it right, it is better and it does more damage. So, Dr. Doom with Korg, that's a tip that you'll be seeing in my future videos. Hopefully, stay tuned. With Mephisto, pre-fight ability on Human Torch, the special 2 of Bold Smolders, and the special 1 block it for Smolders. I mean, that's kind of easy. That's all it is. It's really, really easy to solo that fight. I'm considering taking in my Unawakened Human Torch 6-star rank 2 over my 5-star, and because I'm 99% certain I can solo that fight. And Human Torch will be better in the long run as a 6-star with Adrenaline. Use Despair because for Old Man Logan, for Deadpool, for Darkhawk, you're going to want Despair because it just makes it so much easier for Hulk Ragnarok. Maybe even for Joe Vixit or Howard the Duck. Despair is just such a good mastery in this, and that's why you need it. As a general, I would say Abyss, the first path is pretty easy. And don't run other paths. I would run other paths when you find yourself out of content and you find yourself with a lot of revives and don't know what to do with them. Run those paths for fun. And I mean, that's how I would do it. I haven't really boosted historically through the Abyss. I usually boost for the Collector with medium boosts, maybe a Greater Champion boost. If you want to boost through certain difficult fights, you can do that. I don't, and I don't run Suicide Masteries. And people say that makes it slower, but in my experience, it really doesn't. This is going to sound bad, but just like, don't make stupid mistakes, and it's going to be a fast, smooth, and easy run. Abyss Path 1 is definitely worth the rewards, and it's something that you should look forward to doing because it's pretty fun, although it is a little bit, it takes a lot of time, but it is a fun experience. I don't know if there's anything else, but basically the idea of Abyss is it's an endurance test. It's don't mess up your combos and understand how these specific niche fights work, and you're going to have a fun time and you're going to get lots of good rewards. If you have any other questions, feel free to hit me up on my line. I'll have that in the description. And I really hope this helps you with your Abyss run and all of your Abyss paths as a whole. This is my suggested mastery setup, and in my opinion, it's the best one out there. So hopefully you can use this, use my guides, and learn a lot. Stay tuned. Every morning at 8 a.m., I'll have a new path out. Thank you for watching.